One of the most common questions we creators get asked the most from brands is whether we can make a video in exchange for a free product or sales commission. In this video, I'll be talking about my own response to this kind of emails or requests. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shimon, and for the past 3 years, I've been running my social media pages on Instagram and TikTok. You can find me at sjm.studios, and I've been no stranger to receiving this kind of brand email or requests. That said, I'll be sharing my own personal experience in handling this kind of requests, but just keep in mind that I'm not a professional. I do make mistakes from time to time, and that's why I'm sharing my approach in handling this matter. I think it's important to understand a few things when you're considering a barter trade. Barter trade meaning a video in exchange for a free product or sales commission. So one of the things I will look at is whether you're starting out as a creator or whether you're in the game for a few years. This is going to affect your bargaining power. When you're starting out, obviously you don't have much of a say because you do want to build your brand, your portfolio, etc. But if you're a few years into the game, then you do have the bargaining power to ask for something more or even push for monetary compensation. So I would say if you're starting out, and most of you watching would definitely watch this because you're starting out, I would definitely consider doing a video for free because I want to build my brand, I want to build my portfolio. At the same time, it's similar to doing a videography, photography spec work. But given the situation that I'm in now, 3 years into the content creator game, I would definitely focus on monetary compensation because now I have a team to feed and also a studio to maintain, and definitely more bills to pay here and there. It's important to set a barrier to entry so that brands that want to work with you, they know that they have to meet this requirement to work with you. And we have to stand our ground on our value to make sure that we are fairly compensated for any kind of collaborations moving forward with that specific brand. The next thing to consider is the potential collaborator, the brand approaching you. Do you actually want to build a relationship with this brand? This comes the trickiest part for me because in one hand, you don't want to appear as a cheap creator to them where they can just throw you products and you'll make free videos for them. But at the same time, you don't want to lose the opportunity to collaborate with them in a bigger scale, like handling events, like traveling together, and also hosting things in your community. So this comes the tricky part. I personally would deal with this by making known to them that this is my rate, my usual rate. But if you cannot afford it at the moment, I can do this for free. But in the future, this rate that you set for them is something that you're looking at for future collaborations and future brand deals. That way, the brand recognizes your value, but at the same time, you are keeping the door open for them to reach out to you and collaborate with you again. I know you're walking on thin ice when it comes to these kind of situations, but I would try my best to tell the brand that yes, I'm open to work for you, but at the same time, I cannot do this forever. There needs to be some compensation in the long run. And also, let's say you make a video for that brand, give them a reason to compensate you monetarily. You can show something like your engagement, how you relate to your community, how much sales is being generated from the content that you put out, whether it's in your local area or internationally. These are things that you can push to them, your analytics, once the content is being produced, to make you have a higher ground, a stronger ground to stand on. One last thing about barter trade is I would also consider whether the products are of high value or it's an innovative product where people would love to check it out. Why I say this is because when it's high value and you make a video about it, chances are you can sell them and get back the money for the cost of your production. So let's say you spend $1,000 to make this content and you know that this product costs $2,000, so you can definitely sell it and make back for the production cost that you have used up. Plus points if the items are innovative. That way you can actually get new viewers to watch your videos and to follow you. You know how Sony has embargo dates where a lot of creators will post at the same time for a new lens or new camera. So in that way, if you are one of them, chances are you will be clicked into, your videos will be clicked into, and new viewers, new subscribers can stem from this. Second controversial point, should you in your own free will, make a free video for a product or brand that you like? To me, the answer is yes, because I see this as a door for opportunities. It's just again like your spec work. We do free work to get paid in the long run. So in that sense, apply it to your social media collaborations. Say you like a certain brand. So I would personally try to get products from that certain brand and make a video for it, whether it's a spec ad or talking about it. It doesn't have to be great, but obviously the greater the better, because that's where you can attract the eyes of the brands. I personally experienced this before. I actually bought some small rig gear and Tilta gear and also Sony gear and make videos about it. And after making videos for about a few months, I started getting recognitions from them, and they reached out to me online to collaborate, and it's both for paid and unpaid collaborations. And that was when I was starting out. From there, we all built a good relationship. Now, I personally get a very good support from all these brands to host community events, workshops, etc. The last most controversial question is, if you make a video for a brand and the brand reaches out to you for your content for their own marketing purpose, how do you respond? By marketing material, I mean promoting on their social media page, promoting on their website, storefronts, etc. I would say charge them for it, because these are all content that they would pay agencies and a full production house to curate. And these are not cheap. You got to pay a lot of people. A production crew, as we all know, consists of a lot of different layers and a lot of different members. And even for agencies themselves to come up with, marketing material for their companies. And because you did all the work for them, definitely you should charge something of equivalent value or of good value to yourself. Now, how you go about charging for your content is going to depend on the time and effort that you put into it, and that's a completely separate topic of its own. If you'd like me to speak more about that, let me know in the comments below. That's it. This is the end of the video. We're done. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.